Recorded. Yay! Well, welcome everyone. I'm super excited to be here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Robyn Gilleran, and we are here with Kelly Smith, who is a rock star that just recently joined Zyia Active. We're also here with my upline and mentor, Kelly Olin, who is a near and dear friend who has created amazing duplicatable systems for our team, which is called Zyia Revolution. And we have our president, Zach Bradley, who is the biggest rock star, and he is here to talk to us about the future of Zyia. We're just going to do a quick little meeting here, and hopefully we'll have any questions answered for anyone who's here, and just get to know everyone. So welcome. I guess, Zach, maybe you want to kick it off for us.
You can turn it right over to me real quick. Kelly, Rachel, Shiloh, Amy, where do you guys live? Where are you guys from?
I live outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Awesome. East Coast. How cold is it today?
It's cold and there's a lot of snow, and I'm like, I'm not liking it. I am a warm weather girl. So
yeah, we get cold here in Utah, but we never get the cold that you guys do on the East Coast or by the lakes, because we never get the like that bone chilling, the humidity coldness. We never get that here. So I always ask because it's such a different coldness, but we get the snow. It's a dry snow.
Where are you at again?
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake. Okay.
Yep. I'm from Pittsburgh, but Amy, you are in Jersey. So that's cold too. I know that gets cold there. And then Shiloh and Rachel, where are you guys from?
I'm in Pittsburgh also, but I'm on like the other end of Pittsburgh. So it's funny here, like Kelly and I mean, we're so close, but we live, like we say, you don't cross bridges here. Like there's bridges and tunnels between us. So we don't really see each other all that often.
But we dress the same.
I know.
Yeah, in fact, that's what I'm noticing. It's very good.
They have great.
This happens so often. It's like...
I always feel
weird.
bad because I feel like everybody's like, well, you get on these calls, but you don't even get ready for them. It's like, no, that's the best part about this business is I can wear sweatshirts, hoodies. Like it's active wear. That's what I wear all day, every day. It works. Shiloh, don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're on. And it looks like everybody is either from Pittsburgh. Well, everybody's living in Pittsburgh or from Pittsburgh and in New Jersey right now. So that's awesome. Like I said, I'm from Salt Lake, and obviously I know Robyn and Kelly very, very well and have known them for quite a while. And just during this, we're about to hit our 5-year anniversary in a couple of weeks here at Zyia. And it's been a pretty crazy adventure. The great thing about you guys is that a lot of the calls that I do, and I think it's actually been really cool for us as a company, because so many of the people and reps and hosts and hostesses and customers that we have have never done direct sales before. They've never been in network marketing, or however you want to call it, whatever you want to call the channel, the industry. And so the calls I usually do, it's kind of I have to preemptively talk about the industry a little bit. But today I don't get to do that, which is great. Not that I don't love it, because I do love this industry. And I think there is something about this channel that you cannot find anywhere else. And I truly think it's an amazing place. And it is that it does not matter your race, religion, if you're a man, woman, where you come from to be successful. Truly, it is a level playing field for everybody. If you put in the work, you can be successful. If you are lazy, you are not going to be successful. However, I do believe that there are certain places that can be more successful than others. And I do believe that there are some companies out there that put a bad name on this channel, in this industry. And I'm not saying any company you've been associated with or I have, but there are certainly companies that make it so that people think that we're all pyramid schemes and that we're all stealing money and that we're all frauds. However, I think those are far and few between, but I do love this whole channel. And I think that it's an amazing place. And specifically with Zyia, I think that we have something that nobody else has. And I think there's things that have made it so that we can grow quite significantly over the next few years. And obviously over the last 5 years, where we've been able to grow at a crazy pace. I mean, even just last year, I think we paid $150 million in commissions alone out to our reps, which to do that in our 4th year I know the industry very, very well. I've worked in it for a number of years. That's not to say nobody's ever done that. I think there are very few companies that have done that, and especially where they do it in only two countries, and that's the US and Canada. Obviously, we just opened Australia a couple of weeks ago, and internationally, the great thing is from our corporate team and our executive team, there's a number of us that from different companies. We've worked in the international space quite a bit, whether it's Latin America, Asia, Europe, and we have the expertise to do it, but we want to make sure when we do go international that it's done the right way. And so it won't be where we're opening 10 countries a year. That's not who we are. We want to make sure when we do it the correct way. And that's kind of where we are with Canada and Australia. But I do feel like we're in a really good place to continue to grow and we have something that most companies do not have. And that is, we've got, when you look at this industry, you look at what most companies will do. And again, my understanding is you guys were at Stella and Daughter I don't know the whole story. I've been kind of given a little bit, but a great company. And I think, like I said, I think that the great majority of the companies in this industry are great, and they do very good things. And they are, at the end of the day, we're all trying to accomplish the same thing. And that is to let people be their own boss, achieve their dreams, whatever it may be. If it's just an extra $1,000 a month to help them with their mortgage or their car payments, that's great. If it's somebody whose goals are $100,000 a month, if it's $500,000 a month, the great thing is here at Zyia, we have something for everybody. And a lot of companies, and I don't know how it was at Stella and Daughter or other companies you guys may know, but a lot of companies will do what's called an auto ship, and every month you have the automatic shipment that goes out. And I remember when we first started, people kept asking like, why don't you guys do an auto ship? It's the way everybody does it in this industry. And I think we found something that's even better than auto ship. And it is, especially for customers, especially for our hosts and hostesses, and that is that we every Wednesday can launch anywhere from 15 to 20 products. And I come from a company where we were two separate companies, but the two separate prior companies that I worked with, it was supplements. And auto ships make sense. It's a 30-day dose, or 30 days worth of whatever it was, whether it was weight loss, whether it was immune system, whatever it was, it was easy. But it was once a month. And what we've been able to create, and I think that's why we've been able to create something so different, is that we have something every Wednesday where you have people looking at our product every single week, instead of, most companies, especially where I was at, we would launch a new product once a year, and it was at our convention. That's when you launched a new product, where we're launching 80, 90 new products every month. And that doesn't mean that everybody's buying every product, but it does give, your customers and your hosts and hostesses and the reps, they're looking at every month, and it keeps them excited. It keeps them motivated. It keeps them in the know and wanting to, with that energy, wanting to know what's going on. And I think that very few companies can create that. And it's not easy, obviously, with apparel, with all the different sizes, and with the shipping right now that's been so hard to do from different countries where we're importing and bringing it in. It's been quite difficult. But at the end of the day, I think what we've been able to create, one, is a company that's built around a community. And I know a lot of companies will do that, because I think that's an important part of our industry. It's not just about the product. But two, industry averages of a company typically are that, and especially, and I know it's, that's how it was in my prior lives where I was at, is that, 80% of the sales that companies typically do are done by their own, whatever you want to call them, distributors, reps, whatever. It's the people that are building the business, 80% of the revenue, because they won't need to hit commissions, they need to hit numbers for rank or whatever it is. And only 20% of the revenue is done by a customer that has no desire to build a business. They have no desire, they're not signed up. They just like the product. So it's an 80-20 split, which is probably not the best thing. And I think that's what the FTC doesn't love, is that, well, you guys are just buying, you're doing garage full of, juices or pills or whatever it is to qualify for commissions. That's not what they like. The great thing about what we've done is, and this is after 5 years, we run the numbers all the time, 80% of our revenue is done by customers. 80% of our revenue is customers who have no desire to build a business. They are not here to be a rep. They're not here. They become hostesses a lot of the time, but it is customers who just love the product. And that is where, and only 20% of our revenue comes from our reps. And a lot of times that revenue that the reps are buying, they're just reselling anyway to a neighbor, to a family member. So it's actually probably a little bit higher than 80%, but just our numbers show that it's 80-20. And what that does is, for one, the FTC loves it, because it's a real product that people really like. It's not just some juice that they say cures everything and it doesn't, and who knows what it is, but it's something where we have a real product that people like. And secondly, and I think sometimes more importantly, is that if you know that 80% of your revenue or what you're selling is going to a customer, your commissions per dollars brought in by the company is much, much higher. We have less than 100,000 reps that have signed up. And I think a company typically of our size will have 1 million to 1.5 million distributors or reps that have signed up, which means if you're doing $100,000 in revenue, there's a lot, you have to divide that up between a lot more reps, where our $100,000 in revenue that we're paying out in commissions is going in a lot fewer reps' hands, which means the commissions per person is going to be higher than typical, which I think is a huge thing. And so with that, there's a lot of different reasons that I feel like our company is a little bit different, that we have something that most don't. But I think that just looking at what we've been able to accomplish in less than 5 years in only 2 markets, becoming one of the largest activewear companies in North America in such a short amount of time. And the great part about it is I still think we're very much under the radar. And when I say activewear, I'm not saying Nike, I'm not saying Adidas, I'm not saying those ones. I don't consider them activewear because they do so much more. They've got shoes, they've got, basketballs and soccer, but like they've got all the different accessories, and we don't do that. But specifically talking activewear and athleisure, we are one of the largest in the country, and which is pretty awesome because, again, like I said, I still think we're pretty under the radar. I think that a lot of people don't know who we are, which gives our reps a huge opportunity to still host parties, and I think that will continue for a long, long time. Our customers finding new potential reps. There's a lot of incentive for that to continue to grow because, again, especially on the East Coast, like we do very, very well. A lot of our growth has come from the Midwest. So on like Middle America, my understanding, and again, with COVID, we haven't been able to travel a lot, but you go to the gym in Middle America and you're going to see Zyia quite a bit. But on the West Coast and on the East Coast, it's still very small. And it's still there's a lot to be done in those markets. And that is what gets me so excited, because the population on both of those sides, West Coast, East Coast, is way more than what we have in the Midwest and where we've grown so much, which gets me excited because I know that the potential that we have over the next 5-10 years is huge. And I just looking at the numbers, looking at, for one, our competition, I know of one other companies that tried to do what we've done and they just haven't been able to do it. Not to say that they're a bad company. It's just very, very difficult to do what we do every week, consistently launching this many products with the product line and the quality that we have. So one, I think we have something that no other company has done. Not to say that there won't be, but we have a pretty good head start. And two, we just know that athletic wear and athleisure wear, it's not going anywhere. If anywhere, it's growing. Obviously, I think COVID gave us a huge bump, but again, you read story after story after story, people aren't going back to the office. They don't want to go back to the office. They love being able to wear what they want, go work out when they want, go for a hike, go to the gym, whatever time. They get on their Zoom calls, they do their job, but they don't have to go back to the office. That's not going anywhere. So we have this perfect storm of a great product. The world is wants to use this product. They're going to continue buying this product. They want to keep, we're more active than we've been in a long, long time. People are wanting to go to the gym. They work from home. They wear comfortable stuff that looks good. It's not just a t-shirt and shorts that we wore back in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, there's a lot that has us in a good spot to continue to grow. And so for me and our company for 2022, and as we grow over the next 5 to 10 years, we feel like we're in a really, really, really good spot to continue to grow, to take that from $150 million in commissions to 200 to 300 a year. And as we grow internationally, as we grow our product line, more men's, more kids, more athleisure, more winter wear, and all these different things, we just feel like we're in a great spot. So I have not taken a breath in about 17 minutes. So if there's any questions that you guys have, I am all ears. Or if there's something I didn't bring up, Robyn and Kelly, just let me know. I'm happy to help.
I love it. You are so great, Zach. I love getting you on a call. And thank you so much because, I know it is tough as a parent and probably, all the business stuff you have going on with launching Australia. So we appreciate you. I did want to mention too, because these ladies are stylists, the thing about it is that fashion has changed and COVID has done for us, like it was very often that I would be wearing a statement earring and, and look at me now, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I don't even have studs in, you guys. This is very unlike me, but that's just the nature of what fashion what's happened to fashion, and athleisure wear is continuing on trend. And, we can provide that quality product to our customers. So I love that. I think that that's something that, we should be offering to people who love fashion, because there's no reason to be uncomfortable anymore. It is out there, and we are, you can be cute and comfortable at the same time. So I love that. But thank you.
One of the things I also love about the line, Robyn, is that it's not just for women. I mean, my kids wear Zyia every single day. My husband's all Zyia'd up. So really it's something the whole family can get involved with and be walking billboards for you. So you can be a stylist for all different types of people.
Yeah, I love that.
Absolutely.
So we'd love to open it up for questions if you guys have any.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time. These gals are actually all Stella and Dot stylists with me too, but I guess, when did I join? I think I joined in September, and just wanting to kind of get more involved. And so I love hearing from you. I love hearing about the company and where the company is going. And I know personally, like, I don't even want to wear jeans ever again. So I'm like in my leggings at all times. I'm wearing the stuff. And what Kelly said, like, my husband's been wearing it, my kids wear it. So I love the product, and I just love, like, hearing more about the company, where you think the company is going. So I really appreciate you, taking the time, and I'd love to grow the East Coast, Pittsburgh, because I think there's a big opportunity. So I don't know if any of the girls have any questions about anything, but I just, I don't know. I'm excited to learn more, because I kind of just signed up because I love the stuff, but now the new year, thinking about, doing a little bit more with it. So.
Well, and Kelly, and I think a lot of times, and first I appreciate it. I think that, and again, I get it, where a lot of times it's like, well, no, you guys sell leggings. It's leggings, it's tank tops. But I can tell you, over these last 5 years, the amount of times I've received a text message, an email, a call from somebody saying, honestly, your leggings, and I'm not saying this and you're going to think, but literally it's changed their life. Our light and tights, where they make them feel confident, they get to the gym again, where it brings in, if they have a little bit extra there because they've had babies, whatever it is. And I know it sounds crazy, but it is, whatever it is, we have thousands and thousands and thousands of people, whether their lives have changed through putting on a pair of our light and tights, and their customers, they're like, I don't need to build a business, I'm doing great, but I will never wear anything other than these light and tights because I love them so much, or our Unity leggings because they're so soft, whatever it is. But life-changing stuff. And I know it sounds crazy, but for us, that's what this is all about, is to see people. It's like, yeah, your product is more than just, it's not just to go to the gym. This is what makes me feel comfortable. This makes me feel better about myself. This makes me feel okay to go outside and not be judged because of how I look. And that, for me, that's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing to see that from a pair of leggings or from clothing. But for us, it's awesome. And it's something, I mean, we knew when we started with our 4 pillars to be, light in the community, to be active and to uplift people, but it's been so much more than that, and more than we ever could have imagined on that sense.
Well, that's another thing too, community. I've been in the industry, I've been with Stella and Dot for over a decade. So, a community, and I love, what Zyia stands for too, because that's very important. Like you said, there's a lot of different companies in this space. So choosing good ones that you can feel proud to work with is super important to me. And especially when we're selling to friends and family and different people, it's nice that you can stand behind your product. So that also, means a lot too.
And guys, you guys know, I mean, I hope you guys understand, we know we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes as a company. I've made mistakes as the president of the company. We all do. But I can tell you that when we do make mistakes, we are the first to admit it and correct it and do what we can, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a product that just didn't do well, whatever it is, inventory numbers, like, wow, we needed more of those. Like, nobody's perfect, but I can tell you that we will support and help our reps more than any company that I know. And again, I'm not saying any other company is bad. I hope it never comes across that I'm trying to be negative. I just want you guys to know how much I love this company. I love our leaders. I love our reps. I love our customers, because I think we have something here that nobody else does. But again, I just love the space. I love the channel. I love this community feel. And for us, I think we have something really special here.
It definitely trickles down from the top down, that you lead with authenticity and grace. I mean, I have been blown away by the company and the leadership that you guys provide, including, your whole family, and then, down to Kim and Kelly and everyone between there and you. So it's been really a pleasure to be part of the organization, and I would be honored to share it with anyone. I think that that's important, to have people that have your back and that are honest and forthright. And I think that that is what Zyia Active is all about. So thank you.
You bet. And Amy, I'm glad you're wearing your light and tights. I'm glad they're your favorites. They're our
I know.
favorites.
Yeah, I have them on too. Yay.
There you go.
Show your light and tights. Zach, are you wearing light and tights today too?
I am. Yep.
I know. We need some pictures of that.
Yeah,
There
you
are
do.
men that wear them, by the way. Just letting you guys
Absolutely.
know.
I
They've
just
got
wanted
great-
to
they've
also
got
say
great
from
compression.
from a community standpoint, you guys, and I know you guys are high achievers and experienced people, but the feeling, even when you go on a trip with Zyia, like everyone's super welcoming and they introduce themselves. It's not a judgy. People aren't looking you up and down or anything like that. It's a really warm, casual, I would say very casual community, which is really nice. And I know that's something that Robyn was like shocked at on her first trip. She's like, oh my gosh, this is so different. Like, so that was a big thing. And, the previous company, and you guys might not know my background. I was with a company called Wild Tree 3 years ago when I came over to Zyia. That company was still in existence when I was there, but I kind of saw the writing on the wall. And a few months after I left, they ended up going direct to consumer and eliminating their sales force. So Zach, I mean, that's something I'm always super just aware of in the industry. And I'm wondering if you can kind of just speak to your commitment to the field and to this business model.
Yeah, it's a great one. To be honest, like I can be very, 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 very upfront and honest. Not once in any meeting, in any talk, have we ever thought about going retail. For one, retail's it's hard. Like we would never, ever, you got to go brick and mortar. You got to do this. And I talked about it. We paid $150 million last month to our reps. There is no better way to get your name out there than that. We are the first to know. We know that there is no way. I mean, there are activewear companies that pop up every single day. You look at the influencers on Instagram, every one of them starts their own activewear company, and 6 months later, it doesn't exist. Like, it's not easy to try and compete with Lulu, to try and compete with Athleta, to try and compete with Fabletics, like to try and compete with these companies. There is absolutely no way we could have ever done that other than doing what we did. We know this space, we know this channel, we are passionate about it. I can tell you that there is no way that we've ever even contemplated or thought about doing it, because this is what we know. And we know that we can grow internationally. Again, we're all here in the US, but you talk about just industry numbers, 80% of revenue typically on an average company comes from international markets. So if we're as big as we are just here in North America, averages will show that as we grow internationally, will be about 8 times bigger than what we are right now, or 4 times bigger, whatever it may be. I'm not a mathematician, but a lot bigger than what we are right now. And we will continue to grow in the US. Like I said, East Coast, West Coast is so open right now. We're very big in the Midwest. We're very big in kind of the South, here in the Midwest, or in the Rocky Mountain area, kind of the West. But the coast is where we're starting to grow, and that's where it is. But again, yeah, great question, Kelly, but we have no intention ever of going that way.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys are interested in building in international markets, Robyn and I can teach you. About 40% of all Australians have joined Zyia Revolution because of just our strategic approach to that market, and we have no intention of slowing down. So that's definitely an opportunity that we can teach you.
Yeah.
Thank
And I'm
you,
sure.
guys. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say when I was looking to sign up, that was, I'm sure you already know this, Zach, but how fabulous. Like my neighbor sells Zyia, but I'm like, I'm not signing up under her. I wanted to find the best team in Zyia, and just the systems that I've seen from Kelly and Robyn
Yep.
make everything duplicatable. I mean, you know that they're awesome, but I wanted to let my girls know that, like, when I was researching and talking to them, I had a Zoom call with them. You know, I definitely wanted to make sure I joined the best team, and I know that there
You are
is.
in the right spot. I can
Yeah.
tell you that. Like Robyn, Kelly, Kim, they are amazing. And you guys know, and obviously Kelly, you know that, but I cannot say enough good things about them.
I will take no credit.
And there's the humility. That's the part about it. There you got the humility. Good.
I am a caboose on that train and adding more cabooses behind me. So
Yes. And that's the thing, you guys, is the way Zyia Revolution works together. We really, truly all work together. It is a leadership team. There's no way any one of us could have the systems and tools and resources that we do have with one of us running the show. I mean, it is a team effort, and we have a unlimited amount of positions available for leaders within the organization. We would love to have you be a part of that, and you know, to synergize with us, because it just gets better and better.
yeah, just hook onto the back of the train there. It's there's plenty of room. What's great about it too is that, you know, as I've heard Zach say before too, you know, he's not opposed to people having multiple streams of income, you know, and I was welcomed. I was still running my successful Stella and Dot business when I joined. And I have just, to be honest, I have seen the future here at Zyia. And so that's where I'm focusing my time and my effort and my energy, because I want to grow, and I, you know, see the growth potential here. And there's, you know, there's a lot of growth, and there's a lot of pull, energy that's coming now, because people want to jump in and see what's going on with the new thing. And it's working really well for us. And I feel blessed and lucky to have met Kelly. I actually did a pop-up. It was a Stella and Dot and Zyia pop-up at a friend's house, and that's how we met. And I was drawn to her, and I'm happy and lucky that people have been drawn to me and this opportunity. And I see it going nowhere but up. So if you want to come with us, you're more than welcome.
Awesome. Guys, I'm going to jump off. I have got to run and take this little kiddo to school, but I
Thanks
just
so
want you
much,
guys all
Zach.
to
Thanks so much,
know,
Zach.
Robyn, Kelly, thank you guys. And
Thank
Rachel,
you so
Shiloh,
much.
Amy, Kelly, if there's anything I can do to help, if there's any questions you guys have, concerns, whatever it is, reach out. I'm an open book. So I appreciate you guys' time this morning, and we'll talk to you guys all very soon.
Thank you so much.
Sounds good. Thank you.